What's up, Nerd World Order? It's great to be back, and it's great to bring you this Nerd World Order spoiler-free review of Ghostbusters Afterlife. In case you didn't know, and if you didn't know, I don't know why you're watching this, but I'm the man that you call Dukes. This is the Nerd World Order, which makes this a Nerd World Order spoiler-free review of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, as a nerd, there are 4 things, almost did 8, but it's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 things that we look for in order to determine if a movie's good or not. We've got the acting, action, special effects, and story. Put them all together, you got yourself a possible 4 nerd flags. So let's get into this. Whoa, hold on. Let me explain something. As a kid, I was a huge Ghostbusters fan. I'm talking the first Ghostbusters, didn't care for the second Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters, that was my jam when I was a kid. And then I would watch that crappy Filmation Ghostbusters just because it was called Ghostbusters. I didn't care. You call anything Ghostbusters, I'd watch it. Didn't matter. It was good. I love me some Ghostbusters, man. Love it. So let's get into this, not biased at all, Nerd World Order spoiler-free review of Ghostbusters. Let's start off with the acting. Paul Rudd? Great job, Paul Rudd. I expected you to have to carry the movie. I actually expected Paul Rudd to play a very different role than he did in this movie. And I thought Paul Rudd did a great job. Paul Rudd was a great comedic relief. If we were to characterize him as, let's say, another character from the original franchise or the original movie, he wasn't Venkman, which was really cool. He was not Venkman. He played a completely different role. He was not the Venkman role, which was very cool. Now, the kids in the movie carried the movie, did a great job. Normally, when I see kids in movies, I'm like, this is going to be trash. These teenagers cannot act. These kids cannot act. Why are you putting these damn kids on the screen and making me watch them for 2 hours? I ain't going to do it. Probably wouldn't do it. I would avoid the movie altogether, but it was Ghostbusters, so I had to watch it. And these kids were badass. They were some good actors, okay? Now, I know the one kid, he was in Stranger Things, so I was like, well, I know this kid's good, but this little girl in the glasses, how is she going to do, right? Amazing performance. Now, the mom in the movie, she was like mom in every movie, interchangeable, like, oh, hey, I'm the mom in this movie, right? You could have put any actress in that role, and I was very disappointed by that because I felt like her role was important, but I didn't feel like the actress did a good job. But I don't care. That's one nerd flag for acting. Paul Rudd, them kids, they came through. So let's move on to the second point, the second possible nerd flag. Action. See what I just did? That is what goes on with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Really slow in the beginning, a lot of build-up, a lot of storytelling, a lot of development, but not a lot of action up front. Followed by, boom, a lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, making the entire movie worth it. But you know what I can't do, Ghostbusters Afterlife? I can't give you a nerd flag for action. That's not saying I did not enjoy the action, but the pacing of this movie was really, really slow. No nerd flags for the action. I'm sorry, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I can't do it. Special effects were on point. One additional nerd flag for the special effects. They were simply on point. Gozer looked awesome. The Gatekeeper looked awesome. Stay Puft Marshmallow Tots looked awesome. Proton packs. I'm gonna run out and buy a proton pack right now. Don't run up on me in the streets. I'm gonna have a proton pack. Only if it works via the special effects that were incredibly awesome in the movie do you have anything to worry about. But yes, This movie was really good with the special effects. I think there were practical effects, which I really like, because I'm always thinking to myself, hey, do you always have to go with CGI? In this case, it looks like there was a little practical overlaid with CGI. There was a lot of CGI, but the practical, thank you. Thank you, Sony, for giving me some good practical effects. That's 2 nerd flags so far. Let's move on to the story. As I stated before, the story was really slow. It was a build-up. Character development. Do we need to care about these characters as much as we did? I don't know. But when they finally hit the end of the movie, I was like, oh my god, this is so dope. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, right? Okay? Because I'm man enough to say it. End of the movie, tear of joy. Not like a prison tear of joy, but like a real tear of joy at the end of this movie. I was in my seat going... Not exaggerating. It's not exaggeration day here in the Nerd World Order. I'm being 100% serious. Several times in this movie, I was like... Several times. So if you're counting, acting, 1 nerd flag. Special effects, 1 nerd flag. What, sorry? Special effects, 1 nerd flag. And of course, we get 1 additional nerd flag for the story. Great story, great delivery, 3 nerd flags out of a possible 4 for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Wait a minute. Don't go away too soon. Because there's after credits, there's post credit. You gotta stick around for the after credits and the post credits. Now, the post credits were garbage. Plain and simple garbage. Okay? Didn't need them. They weren't funny. However, the after credits, when the screen goes black and it's completely over, it gave me exactly what I wanted, which is universe building. Thank you, Sony, for telling me I may get a little bit more of what I saw with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Hell yeah. So, until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and knights of the Nerd World Order, if you're keeping track, 3 very enthusiastic nerd flags for Ghostbusters Afterlife. So, I don't have any puns to tell you to go watch this movie this weekend, but you really need to watch this movie this weekend. Until next time, oh, by the way, half off. I decided, since I'm such a Ghostbusters fan, if you go to the Nerd World Order website, I'm practically giving these away, www.imnwo.com. Pick you up a Nerd World Order Ghostbusters t-shirt. Until next time, in case you're keeping track, which I'm sure you are, I'm the man that you call Dukes. I also happen to be NWO. I'm NWO. We're NWO, because that's all you out there and watching this video land. Therefore, we are Nerds Redefined. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Yeah. Ghostbusters! If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? A Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good, who can you call? Ghostbusters! After credits. You gotta stay till the end of the movie. Nerds Redefined.